Tokyo is one of the most fascinating cities in the world, with seemingly endless things to do and see. If you're thinking of traveling there with young children, be sure to plan ahead as it can be quite overwhelming for everyone. In this video, I'll share some tips on picking a place to stay and getting around with young children. I'll also share some fun and interesting places to eat and things to do that the whole family will enjoy. And at the end of the video, I'll share my overall thoughts on whether Tokyo is a good spot to travel with young children. Hope you enjoy! Japanese airlines are already known for being some of the best in the world. The same can be said for Japanese airports. We found that traveling through Haneda Airport is very accommodating for families. There are complimentary strollers as soon as you get off the plane, and there are plenty of staff to lend a hand. There is a really nice play area where your little one can have some fun and burn off some energy. Shouldn't all airports have one of these? After plenty of research, we decided to spend our 5 days in the Akasaka district, which ended up being a great choice. If we had more days, we would have also considered the Asakusa district or some other areas. Akasaka was conveniently located walking distance to 3 different train lines, with some of them conveniently connected by underground walkways. The vibe in Akasaka was less touristy, and it seemed to be popular with young working professionals. There are plenty of places to eat and shop, all within walking distance, and there was little car traffic on the streets. Jet lag hit us quite hard, and we found ourselves dancing through the streets in the wee hours of the night. Being in Akasaka ended up being great, as there are a number of convenience stores open 24/7, which offered some late night food and something to pass the time. Most of the accommodations in Tokyo are quite small, so when looking for accommodations, we wanted a spot that offered slightly more space for us to spread out. When traveling with a toddler, having a bathtub and laundry available is a huge plus. The spot we found was fantastic, and I'll leave a name to it in the description box below. Getting around the largest city in the world with a toddler can be overwhelming, but there are certainly some tips to help keep things moving along smoothly. The train system is quite expansive, and essentially everything in Tokyo is close by to a train station. If you can, avoid rush hours when people are heading to and from work, and leave the stroller behind and opt for a carrier if possible. Definitely refer to Google Maps prior to your trip, as it'll recommend which platform and which specific car to board to save you some time. When you're back at street level, we found that people generally are always in a rush to get somewhere, but there's definitely some spots to hang out and take it slower as well. We did end up taking taxis a few times, especially on our way back home after a long day. They aren't the most affordable way to get around, however, they do offer your feet a much needed rest. Like this ramen spot, many of the restaurants in Tokyo are quite cozy and not ideal for a toddler. That being said, there are still lots of options that both you and your toddler will enjoy. TSUKJI Market is a very popular spot to wander around while you work up an appetite. There are many vendors and restaurants to choose from. It is quite touristy, but when we traveled here in late 2022, it wasn't nearly as crowded as it was pre-COVID, especially if you arrive early in the morning, which I would recommend. We really enjoyed sampling the variety of tasty food options here and would highly recommend visiting.
Is he gonna have some of that?
Conveyor belt sushi restaurants are a fun time for the whole family, as it offers a casual and interactive dining experience. You can order specific items off the menu, or grab whatever catches your eye off the belt. Make sure you make a reservation for some of the nicer conveyor belt restaurants if you do appreciate higher quality sushi. Wagyu beef barbecue restaurants are also very popular, and I would say a must try if you have the time. We found that some of these spots permit smoking indoors, so certainly keep that in mind, but otherwise they're highly recommended. As you can see here, the lower level of some of the shopping malls are quite popular for food. Here, you'll find a lot of delicious prepared food, along with grocery items. This is a great grab-and-go option to eat later at home. Overall, there are lots of options for you and your family to eat in Tokyo. Some things to keep in mind though. There's typically limited space in restaurants. You should make a reservation at the restaurants that you really want to go to, as we were disappointed a few times. And people tend to eat quick, so I would suggest going at off-peak times so you don't have to feel rushed. Now it's time for the fun stuff. In Tokyo, there is truly something for everyone. I'll take you through 4 spots that are fun for the whole family. TEAMLAB Planets was a highlight of our trip. It is an immersive sensory experience where you can walk through various themed rooms. Although it was extremely fascinating for the children, there were certain sections, such as this room filled with knee-high water, that weren't appropriate for the little ones. Everything considered, we would definitely go back to this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets must be purchased in advance, and budget to spend a couple hours here. One thing to note as well, there weren't many food options close by, so make sure you bring your drinks and your snacks from home. ASOBONO is the largest indoor playground in Tokyo, and a fantastic spot to spend a good chunk of your day. There are various sections for those children who like more active play, and for those who prefer more quiet and focused play. Check out our other video that goes into further detail on the ASOBONO experience. One thing to keep in mind, there is a small food court right across from ASOBONO that serves delicious food, such as this udon spot. This fishing restaurant was a very unique experience. Only in Tokyo can you catch your own fish, eat it on a boat, on the 3rd floor of a building in the heart of downtown. The staff are very friendly and accommodating, and try their best to make sure everyone has a great time. This may be better for slightly older children, but overall it was a fun experience. Make sure you make a reservation though, as it can be a quite popular spot. The Tokyo Toy Museum was a fantastic find. Located in an old schoolhouse, you can learn about and play with over 10,000 toys from Japan and other parts of the world. There are interactive sections as well, and mostly everything is made from wood and all natural materials. The museum has toys for all ages too, even adults. At the end, there's a gift shop if you did want to pick up something for home. Overall, if you're thinking of traveling to Tokyo with your young children, it is definitely doable. It may not be the most child-friendly city in the world, but with some planning and compromising, it can be a lot of fun. I would say, if Tokyo is your dream destination that you've been waiting a long time for, I'd recommend waiting a bit until the kids are a little bit more independent to fully experience what Tokyo has to offer. All things considered, Tokyo is a clean and very comfortable place to visit. There will always be a convenience store or a vending machine close by for you to purchase whatever it may be you have forgotten. Public washrooms, they are all spotless and very child-friendly. There is food available at all hours of the day. We found ourselves enjoying comfort food spots such as Yoshinoya and Matsuya. I would also recommend getting a pocket Wi-Fi device so you're connected wherever you go. Just remember to take it slow and plan around nap time and rush hours, and you'll have a great time in Tokyo. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you safe and fun travels on your trip there.